Hello everybody and welcome to final battle of this season of NPL. Today it's rematch time. I won the first. Do we get the win in this one and championship? Let's see. I lead with Ditto. He leads with Nidoking, and Ditto transformed into Nidoking. He withdrew Nido, and he sent Mandibuzz just like last time. And I used Ice Beam just like last time, but this time only 34% lost. I used Ice Beam one more time, did same amount of damage as last turn. And Mandibuzz used Knockoff Buzz, knocked off Ditto's Choice Scarf. Because he can't take one more Ice Beam, he switched Buzz into Manaphy. I still used Ice Beam, lucky for him no freeze. This time I withdrew Ditto, and I sent out Jolteon, so I can get good matchup against it. He used Scald, but lucky for me no burn, and if I freeze him, we would thaw out. He switched Manaphy into Nidoking, because of electric type move. But I used Shadow Ball and a critical hit, may I add, helped me a lot. I switched Jolteon, and I sent out Charizard, because of ground type moves, which he used Earth Power, but it doesn't affect Charizard. Charizard's Charizardite X is reacting to the Keystone. Charizard has Mega evolved into Mega Charizard, and Charizard's attack and speed rose, because of Dragon Dance. And he used Sludge Wave, and lucky for me no poison. This time I used super effective Earthquake and Henry fainted. And he sent Arcanine and Charizard's attack fell. I used Earthquake once again, to get as much damage as possible. And he used Bulldoze. It's super effective, and that's tell me he has the same set as in the last battle. Charizard X fainted. The opposing Arcanine restored HP with leftovers, and I sent Finny, and Misty Surge activated. He withdrew Arcanine, and he sent Ferrothorn. I still went for a super effective move on Arcanine Surf, but that not going to do much to Ferrothorn. The opposing Ferrothorn restored a little HP using its leftovers, so this is a second leftovers user on his team. So I sent Ditto, because I will transform into Pharaoh, so he can't touch me with status moves. In this case Leech Seed doesn't affect me at all. And he restored HP with leftovers once again. So he switched Ferrothorn into Arcanine. He switched Pharaoh, because he can't do anything, I can't do anything to him either, but that have me a chance to set Stealth Rocks. And one more time he restored HP with leftovers. I switched Ditto, because I don't want to lose him into Finny. And he used Flare Blitz, which would destroy my Ditto, because I was Pharaoh, at least he was damaged by the recoil. And we both restored HP with leftovers. So I withdrew Tapu Fini, and I sent Primeep. He also switched Arcanine into Ferrothorn, and pointed Stone's Dug into the opposing Ferrothorn. And Ferrothorn restored HP with leftovers, and rock damage is almost pointless. This time he switched Pharaoh into Buzz, and pointed Stone Dug into Buzz, and Buzz ate its Aguave Berry, and restored HP using its Aguave Berry. I used U-turn. Primeep went back, and I sent Jolteon, to get that good matchup. So I used Volt Switch just in case he want to switch, but he stayed in, and now the opposing Mandibuzz fainted. I sent Ditto. He sent Arcanine and Ditto's attack fell, but Ditto didn't transformed into Arcanine. I always forgot this situation. Because I didn't transform, that's his chance to recover with Morning Sun. And because I didn't transformed in the first place, I have to transform now. And because I transformed now, Arcanine attack fell because of Intimidate, and he restored a little HP using its leftovers. He withdrew Arcanine into his Mega Latias, which will prove to be a good thing. Good thing because I used Move Bulldoze, which doesn't affect Latias because of Levitate ability. The opposing Sarah's Latias, it is reacting to the Keystone. The opposing Sarah has Mega evolved into Mega Latias and Latias used Sishak. I used Will-O-Wisp and the opposing Sarah was burn and also was hurt by its burn. She used Sishak one more time. And Ditto fainted. And Sarah was hurt by its burn. And I sent Jolteon as replacement. Because he knows I have Shadow Ball, he switched Mega Latias into Arcanine. Pointed Stones dug into Arcanine and Jolteon's attack fell. But I still used Shadow Ball, didn't get special defense drop, which is good for him, bad for me. And Arcanine restored HP with leftovers. Because I'm faster, I used Shadow Ball one more time and Arcanine finally fainted. And he sent Ferrothorn, and Pointed Stones did some chip damage to Ferrothorn. Because I know he has Stealth Rock on his Ferrothorn, I sent Xatu, so I can bounce them back. But he used Gyro Ball, and that Gyro Ball, I'm not going to lie, hurt my Xatu a lot. He withdrew Pharaoh, and he sent Poseidon the Manaphy, and Pointed Stones dug into Manaphy. I used Heat Wave, but it's not very effective on Manaphy, but it was super effective on Ferrothorn. I stayed in, because I'm low on HP, and I used Heat Wave one more time. And the opposing Manaphy used Knockoff, and Manaphy knockoff Xatu's choice specs and Xatu fainted. And I sent Jolteon to get good matchup. Because he can't stop me from using electric type moves, I used Volt Switch and Manaphy fainted. I sent Tapu Fini and Mist swirled around the battlefield. And I restored some HP with leftovers. And he sent Ferrothorn, and Point Stones did some chip damage to Pharaoh. I used Ice Beam in case he switched into Latias, but he didn't do that, he stayed in, and he used Power Whip and it's super effective on Fini, and Fini fainted. Ferrothorn restored some HP with leftovers. And I sent Primeape as replacement for fainted Fini. This time he switched Ferrothorn into his Mega Latias, and Pointed Stones dug into Latias. I used U-turn and it's super effective, and I can switch my Primeape into Jolteon, plus Latias was hurt by it burn, and that going to help me a little bit. I used Shadow Ball, since it's super effective, plus that critical hit helps a lot, and the opposing Mega Latias fainted. He sent Ferrothorn, and he's hurt because of the rock one more time. I used Shadow Ball once again, but this time I got special defense drop. And he used Power Whip, and that's enough to finish my Jolteon off. And for the last time Pharaoh restored HP with leftovers. And for the last time the mist disappeared from the battlefield. And I sent out Primeep. I used close combat. I was hurt because of iron barbs, defense and special defense drop, and Pharaoh finally fainted. And that's the game. Los Angeles Slowking are the champions of NPL Season 1. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in next one.